It's got crypto here, and I hope everybody is doing well. So in this video, we'll be talking about Bitcoin, because Bitcoin to me is acting really bullish right now, even though we've had that bit of a dip, but also CRO and crypto.com, ultra bullish on that. And I think a dollar's coming sooner rather than later. So stick around and find out why I think that is the case. But before I start, give us a like and give us a subscribe. It's always much appreciated. And I just want to put a disclosure out there. I am an ICY holder from crypto.com, and I also do own CRO as well. And I also own Bitcoin. But also, I just want to put it out there. As I always say, never put more money in willing to lose. I never have. Nothing I say is on here is financial advice. I've never borrowed money to buy crypto or anything like that. The only time I bought crypto is when I've got a bit of money spare on the side, because if I ever goes to zero, it's not going to break my bank, it's not going to prevent me from putting food on the table, and it's not going to prevent me from paying my mortgage either. So what you do with your money is entirely up to you, but that's what I've gone and done anyway. But anyway, without further ado, let's get into a bit of Bitcoin, because we can see Bitcoin is still sitting around about that 66,993. We're sort of slightly down on 7 day of 4.71. It was better than yesterday, which was at about 7%, but we're still a market cap of 2.5 trillion in the total market cap, that is, and Bitcoin's market cap is sitting at 1.3 trillion dollars. So it's still holding that line, which is all pretty good, because we can see Bitcoin here on the hourly. Yesterday I did mention it on the hourly, we created that slightly descending wedge. We could probably push it down a little bit maybe, and we broke out to the upside. But what we've created here as well, we've created a little M shape here. You can see that there, and we've dropped down a little bit. Now we're starting to go a bit, chop away a little bit sideways. And we can see here on the 4 hourly as well, and I mentioned this yesterday, that we're sort of in that consolidation. We caught a bit of a Bart Simpson drop down here, caught this wedge here, and pumped straight back up. But if we look on the 1 day as well, we can see here on the bigger picture, we are in this wedge again. And at some point, I can really do see that we're going to sort of break out here, because at the moment, we created this bit of an M shape, drop down, and now accumulation area right here. So we can have a look at the smart trail as well. Get the smart trail up here. We've come up with a little bit of resistance here around about the top here, but we've still caught that smart trail here. Now, hopefully, the bulls could step in here and break to the upside. But like I said before yesterday's video, that there's a chance here that if we put the flag here and extrapolate it to about here, that's give us a breakout to roughly around about $90,000, and this is on the daily chart. But at the same time, if we break down, there's an up chance here that this area of resistance could be the, support could be the area of support here, which could break us down to about that $52,000 mark. But hopefully we're not going that way. More hopefully we're going up that way. That's what I want to see, because I'm talking about you, but I'm fed up with the bear market that we had. We were in that for over about 2 years, and every day I was thinking, when's this bull market going to come? And it's here now, and I just don't want us to go back down to those kind of levels. I want us to hold where we are now. To be honest with you, what I like to see is to go a lot of sideways, dominance to come down, as dominance have gone up since yesterday. I want it to go down. I want Bitcoin to go sideways, or gradually, slowly drop down a little bit, so we get this support here around about that $60,000 mark. And basically dominance come down and altcoins start to flourish. Because overall, you know, I'm mega bullish on Bitcoin, because what we can see here, the funding rates, if you're a short-term trader, funding rates slightly, not fully, but coming slightly negative. And when they come fully negative, that's probably an opportunity to go long if you're a short-term trader. But also what we could see here is a more bullish thing here. We can see here, as of yesterday, with sort of 106 million positive inflows came in. We can also see here, smart trail, we're starting the rainbow effect here. We can see here we're still in that accumulation. You can see we did pop up to that still cheap. Now we're in accumulation again. And don't forget that Bitcoin halving now is only 15 days away. But also what I'm watching for also is on total, because I mentioned like in terms of the altcoins will have its time. And if we look on the weekly here, this is what I've planned out here on the weekly. We can see here with the expansion here, we've had the expansion here, distribution on here, and then we've had the accumulation in the bear market. We've accumulated here, and now we're starting to expand to the upside. So that's sort of reaching to about that 1.5 trillion. This is in total 3 for the altcoins. So like I said, we've had that accumulation. We've started shop sideways. We've caught that smart trail as well. And there we go, on the way and upwards. So people are calling for altcoin season. I just don't think it's quite here yet, but at some point it will come along. I really do think if Bitcoin can break out where it is now, there's an opportunity here for us to go to even further to all-time highs. And we can see a beautiful smart trail on the weekly. We're still following up. We've got a strong buy signal here. Look at that, how it played out perfectly. Now this is on Lux Algo, and look at this. In the bear market, played out perfectly. We dropped down, and then we've got that buy signal, and then we've got an even stronger buy signal and pushed up. This is on Lux Algo, by the way. But also we can look here and go on back on to the 4 hourly. And we can see here, we've still got that, well, if we actually go on to the hourly, we can probably see it even better, that we have got basically, we've still got that CME gap we need to fill up. So hopefully we don't have to fill that up, by the way, we don't have to fill that up, but at some point it may come back to it. We'll see it on that one. So that's Bitcoin at the moment. We've got positive flows coming in and the ETFs. We've also got the crypto, the funding rate on Bitcoin is slightly coming negative. If it goes fully negative, then that's probably on short-term buyers will start to step in even more. But at the moment, we're just holding line. We've got the Bitcoin halving coming in around about 15 days time. So it's looking pretty bullish in my opinion. So let's have a quick look at crypto.com and Cronos. So looking at CRO at the moment, this is on the 4 hourly chart. We're sort of creating this wedge here, which you can see here. We're sort of like chopping around in it. But obviously there's a potential here for a breakout to the upside. So if we extrapolate here, and this is on the 4 hourly, by the way, and if we expand here, we could break out from this. We're going back up to that $16,000, what we did the other day. As you can see, that wick here, somebody tried to buy in and pushed it up, but it got rejected here. It's got rejected a few times now, around about once, twice, 3 times it's been rejected around about $16,000. Could we try that again? Obviously, it's all subject to what Bitcoin does, but unless we get some major news come out from crypto.com, there's a chance that we could push to the upside again. But if we lose that and Bitcoin loses as well, its support, then obviously we could come back down to around about that 12 pence mark. But at the moment, I'm hoping we can retry and get past that 16 pence mark, which obviously we could do depending on what happens today or this week, or well, to the end of the week, should I say. But we can have a look on the 1 daily. And you can see here, we're just basically in this bigger picture. We're sort of in this area, just like Bitcoin, really. We seem to be following a lot of what Bitcoin's doing. We're sort of chopping around. We've got that bit of an M shape here, which could drop us down. But obviously, sometimes it's not all the time that we create this M shape that we drop down. But on most occasions, we do. We've got this little bit of an M shape. You can see it's forming around about here that we could break down. But obviously, here, there's a chance here, though, we could actually start pushing up to the upside as well. Now, if that was the case on the bigger picture, on the daily picture, we could push up to around about that 23 pence mark. On the flip side, we could come all the way down to that 8 pence mark. And like I said, if Bitcoin came down to that $53,000 mark, $54,000 mark, and obviously that's going to be a big dump for the altcoins as well. It won't be just Cronos, it will be other altcoins will be dropping down significantly as well. So you just want to bear that one in mind. Though, like I said in previous videos, you can get big green candles and you can get big red candles. It doesn't mean when we drop down that we're in a bear market. You know, at the end of the day, it's part of the cycle, and that's it. We're in the bull market. I'm bullish. I don't see any kind of long-term trajectory down to the downsides into the bear market unless we get some sort of black swan event. If we get something like that, you're not going to go know about it till it actually happens. But overall, still mega bullish on crypto, Bitcoin and CRO. I really do think we're at these early stages into the bull market. So I'm not really fearful about any of these dips. And it's like I said right at the beginning of the video, if we get these big dips, if you panic, if people panic and you see all these panickers start selling quickly, it generally means that they've gone and put more money than they're willing to lose. or they've gone and taken a gamble on leverage and it's not playing out and start panicking, start closing their long positions, or basically they've gone and bought into crypto on a spot or generally for a long term, but start panicking because they've seen the money drop down by 5%, 10%, or 15%. And obviously, it's not a very nice sight to see, as I've been there myself. But obviously, now I'm in that. I've been in crypto for a number of years now, so I've basically been able to build my bags up. Any kind of these drops like this don't really bother me at all. I actually take it as an opportunity and accumulate more. I don't accumulate like every 2% or anything like that. I will accumulate if we drop down 10, 15%, 20% or something like that. So, but overall, it's looking pretty bullish. We have got the smart trail, which is turned slightly negative. But obviously, hopefully, we can break out this on 1 hourly channel here and break out this 4 hours as well. So overall, looking pretty bullish. Alt season, we're not at alt season, like I said, yet. We're at 49. We're hovering about between that 55 and 49 at the moment. When we get into alt season, we're going to know about it because you're going to see these big gains happen. And this is why I'm not being panicked out the market. You get a lot of these whales that are trying to scare you out the market. And they do that. They do that. These multi-millionaires will try to scare you out the market. These whales or institutions will also do that, and the market makers as well. So you just bear that in mind. Watch these market makers and what they do. They will try to scare you out of it so they can buy coins cheaper or just get that price lower. But obviously we're at 49, we're not there yet in that. But also we can see here, crypto.com in Korea, it's starting to build up. We've got, I don't know if you've seen this advert here that we've had. I won't play it, but it's worth just checking out that advert. It's pretty awesome, to be honest with you. I like the music. The music sort of gets you going, sort of thing, gets you really hyped up. I liked it, the advert, and I hope crypto.com could do more adverts like that for the general market space, but I like it. And then we can see Cecilia, who's a big player in crypto.com, is very much on Twitter and X, keeping people very updated on what's going on in the crypto.com and Cronos space. It's worth giving her a follow. She gives a lot of alpha there. She gives you a lot of updates of what's going on because, like I said, we've got the crypto.com arena. I'm not going for everything here, but we've got the crypto.com arena campaign has started now. Also, don't forget, we've got the Cronos Titan main upgrade, went smoothly and is now complete as well. We can see crypto.com is exchanges listed, NTRN, Arch, and SHDW as well. We've got crypto in promotion starting with Flip as well. Don't forget that. Main City merch, Victory Blitz has come to an end. We could go through and we can see crypto.com will be supporting the PlayDAP tokens migration. And also crypto.com has joined a sponsor for Paris Blockchain Week. Don't forget, that's a big week as well for crypto.com. A lot of investors, a lot of partnerships potentially could be made on that one. So, like I said, give Cecilia a follow. She's on there. She gives a lot of alpha on there. She gives you a lot of weekly updates as well. So it's worth just checking her out as well. So, but looking at a bit more of a fun area as well, like, because where we are, we're around about that 30th position on coin market cap. But like I said, if we could get back up to that, where that Leo token, from now, where we are now, getting up to that is a good 40% move to the upside. So hopefully we could catch up to that Leo token, get another 40% pump to the upside. That would probably take us, I don't know, to that 20 pence mark, 23 pence mark, around that way. Well, I was right there, it would be worth 20 pence. But what I'm really, really looking forward to, and hopefully at some point we will get there. When we'll get there, I do not know, would be that BNB. Because if we went to the market cap of where BNB is now, that's going to give us around about that $3.29. And that's what a lot of people are projecting for, is that $2.50 to $3. And that could take us to that kind of area, which would be a 22x from where we are now. Now, if we could get there, that will make a lot of people a lot of money. Even if you buy in now, imagine if you're just buying CRO now and accumulated now, that could potentially give you 22x. Could we get there? I'm not going to say that we are going to get there. There's obviously it's crypto. Anything can happen. All we know now, we could fall down to the downside. We could get a black swan event or anything like that, and we're not going to reach that. But there's always an opportunity. There's always a chance. There's always that slim chance that we could get that 22x. If we haven't got that 22x, I'll be smiling, and I can guarantee a lot of you will be smiling as well. So could we get there? I probably hope so. But will we? I don't know. That's in the hands of the gods, as it says. But, you know, it's going to make a lot of people a lot of wealth and a financial freedom, ultimately. So let's put our hands together and pray that we can get there. I hope we do. I'm ultra bullish on CRO. It's like I said, you can see what CRO on crypto.com have achieved, are achieving, and what have they got in store for us for the future. That's what I'm waiting for. And don't forget, they've also got that new card what's come out, and that's that Prime card if you've got $1 million spare, that is, or more. But yeah, lots going on in crypto.com and Cronos space. If we could get to where BNB is, if we could get to where Leo is, that's going to be a 40% from where we are now. That's going to be a nice big move, and that's our road to that $1. If we can get past that $1 mark, it's the sky's it's the limit. There's no limit, should I say. We could go into up to Mars or whatever, like, because there's nothing there stopping us from there. Because if we quickly look, actually, I'll go to it. If we can look where we are now, and we could get to that $1 mark, if we go to the weekly, if we go to the 5 daily, that's going to show us here. So, like I said, if we can get to that $1 mark, actually, it's probably going to best if we go to the weekly. Do this off chance without it being set up. We could get to that $1 mark. That's basically gives us nothing above here. It's the land of unknown. So hopefully we could get to that $1, and then whatever's after that is going to be extra bonuses for all of us. Sorry for that little bit of an error there. Put it on the 4 hour, then put it on the daily, then the 5 day. That wasn't planned out. I just done that out of the blue. But yeah, get past that $1 on and onwards. That's it. Just like Bitcoin. Hopefully Bitcoin could get to that $100,000 plus. That would be great to see. So I hope you like this video. Give us a thumbs up and give us a like. It's always much appreciated, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Take care.